I honestly was talking to Omar before the game in our pitchers meeting, saying we have to like show them in and away. If I can command that, then the day is going to be good for me. It's going to be a positive day. And we just applied our notes like in our studying and worked out. I felt like I had it for like 2 strikes, but couldn't really throw it for a strike. But it worked out, so grateful for that.
What do you think has led to you being this successful when given the opportunity so far this season?
It's been an up and down year, just trying to do my best when a name gets called, and that's all I can do,
When you've been up here, you've pitched better than your numbers in AAA. Why do you think you've been able to do that?
To be honest with you, I don't know if you heard, but they have a like ABS system, and it just, if I'm being honest, like no one really likes it. They just changed it for the second time. I don't think it's very realistic to up here. I like this type of baseball, but that type of baseball is a little different, the zone, to be honest with you. So I think that has something to do with it, but no one no one really likes hearing excuses. So, but if I'm being honest, I think that's what helps. And yeah.
Joey, a lot of guys have talked about that system and the strike zone being very different. What, as a pitcher, is the biggest difference pitching up here versus the strike zone down there?
Up here, I feel like if you're pretty consistent, like hitting the spots, and maybe you hit maybe a little, like if I'm going down away with my heater and maybe one's a little bit further away than it was, like out of respect, I feel like the umpire would give you that because you're just being consistent. And with the ABS, like you're not going to get that courtesy. So I think that's one of the things. I mean, I could just complain, but I don't want to sound like I'm whining,
Have you been told anything about what happens next moving forward? Will you stay up here for a little bit?
No, I haven't heard anything, but I just do the best I can, and hopefully it just works out for me, and I'm just trying to stay positive. So, yeah.
How important do you feel like these starts are, as you try to showcase yourself a little bit going into the winter?
Well, I didn't play all last year, so I had to show them that I still had that fight in me, which I believe I have a lot of life left in my body and a lot of fight. So hopefully they recognize that and I see it and it works out for me. And like I obviously want to be up here and pitch with these guys. So, I can only just pitch as best of my ability and let them decide, So.
How are you feeling physically now after almost a full season and your first season back?
I would say after All-Star break was the first time I felt like, oh my gosh, this is like season soreness. I was just sore all over. Then I had a second wind, and then I'm still like feeling it, but it's good to feel that way because I feel like next season I'll be like ready to rock. So it's all good.
Any extra satisfaction beating a team in playoff contention?
Yeah, so I used to play for the Padres, and I faced those guys countless times. So I knew they weren't like I wasn't just like a random guy. So I know they had like notes on me. Really good team, really good pitcher they had going out tonight. Just grateful it went our way.